Welcome back! Okay, so I'm guessing some of you spotted this little box here. And you know what this means. It means it's time for a travel anecdotes! Da-da-da. Okay, so let's shake this baby up as usual. And let's pick one at random. Okay, so we have... Oh yes, one of my favorite ones. We have the Northern Lights. Look. Okay. So, the Northern Lights Anecdotes is taking place in Sweden 2014. And we all decided to go for a 5-day trip in December to Kiruna, which is in the Swedish Lapland. I think it's 2 kilometers to the northern, pole, North Pole, Northern Circle. And so we had 5 wonderful days. And of course, we were hoping to spot some Northern Lights. And we almost believed that we wouldn't spot any. Because, so we had those 5 days and, we went dog sledding, we went to the Heights Hotel, we visited the Sami Hotel, we visited the Sami Museum, and, all the usual things you do in Swedish Lapland. And so we get to the final night before leaving, and we were tracking the Northern Lights on a special app, or I think a website or something. And we went outside at night. Well, it's night all day there in the winter. But we went there maybe, I think it was around 9 or 10 p.m. And so we were hoping to catch some Northern Lights because they're magical. And we go outside, and for 45 minutes in minus, I think 25 degrees, if I remember well, 40 minutes after that, 40 minutes in, still nothing. No Northern Lights, barely a clear sky. We were like, okay, so we're going to go home, and we wouldn't have seen any Northern Lights. We were starting to, first freeze to death, and second, be a little bit disappointed, a little bit sad. At this point, I was watching my watch, and I was like, okay guys, I think at this point, some of us has already gone, because we just had to walk to the place. We weren't far from our accommodation. So we could just walk back and forth, it was fine. I think it was probably still 15 minutes away walking, so yeah. So anyway, some of us would have gone home already, and I was part of the ones that stayed an extra 15 minutes, after which I said, okay, 5 more minutes, and then I'm out. Well, I'm back in, actually. And so, literally 5 minutes before, or maybe, 1 minute before it was 5 minutes, and the Northern Lights appeared. I kid you not, they appeared. We were just about to leave. And so they appeared. And so we took some pictures, of course. I don't have them with me now, so I cannot insert any shots of these. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to trust my word. I'll find some pictures eventually. I'll retrieve those. And so those Northern Lights, they were just breathtaking. Well, Northern Lights, I think in general, are breathtaking. But those, first they were very special because they were the first ones I would have seen. And the only time for now, I've seen Northern Lights. And it was just very magical because they feel alive. They feel like they're some kind of dragons or special magical creatures you can speak to, and not even, anything divine, not anything like gods or something. That's not how I felt it. They felt like alive creatures, like big dragons of some kinds. And I can totally understand why some people make prayers or have special events according to those weather events. And yeah, they were just floating above you and moving, and so it's almost like they were whispering something to you. And they were here for, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes, and so we stayed. And they stayed a little longer, but at this point we were just so cold, so we just decided to go home and, warm up. But yeah, the timing of it all was just insane, because we were really just about to leave. I had set the countdown, so maybe they heard me, I don't know. But I had my watch and I was like, okay, I gave it 5 more minutes and then I'm gone. And they just heard the urgency, I guess, and they came. They appeared, and the timing made it even more magical and even more memorable, of course. So yeah, a little tip for you guys here, even though it's not coming right away, it may come last minute, and it will make it even more unique, special. I don't even know what else I could tell you, I was just here, all wrapped up in my hoodie and my beanie and my gloves and hundreds of layers of clothing, so I wouldn't be freezing to death, with my friends. And we took the pictures, we were silent as well, we didn't talk too much. And the funny thing, actually, now that I talked to you about this anecdote that I forgot, is that the detail, not the anecdote, well, obviously, because I'm telling you the anecdote anyway, is that when they appeared, we started whispering. We stopped talking. Well, we were not specifically chatty at this point, because, it was so cold that we wouldn't articulate too much. But we were still, talking. And when they appeared, we actually stopped talking out loud and we started whispering. Like they would, maybe in the fear to chase them away, or, I don't know, frightening them away. So, I don't know, we were just... This is why I think I'm telling you, we felt like they were alive, wild animal, and we didn't want to scare it away, which is interesting. And to me, the first impression of the Northern Lights will always be something along those lines, of seeing a unique wild creature in its natural environment. And so we started whispering when they arrived. Let's see if I can remember any more details. No, we stayed, 15-20 minutes, and then took some pictures, wonderful pictures, and then we walked back home. And by the time we walked home, they had gone, migrated somewhere else, and I saw Northern Lights, I think, kind of another time. I think it was before that in Uppsala, but it wasn't as clear, because there was the light pollution, the city pollution, all kinds of pollution, so the sky wasn't as clear as it was in Lapland, and it wasn't as silent and as special, and they weren't as intense. So yeah, even though I know it's a natural, scientific, explainable event, I just decided I saw magical creatures, and that was that. And that was that. I don't care about the scientific explanation. And even then, it doesn't mean the two are not compatible. That's how I see the world. Science, magic. To me it's kind of, what's the English expression for this? Yeah, it's just two sides of one coin. Just two sides of one coin. Of the same coin. And yeah. So if you've seen some Northern Lights, leave it in the comments. Please share your experience with me. I'd like to know yours, know how you experienced it, how you remember it, and when it was, where it was, how old you were, because I was 22 when I first met the Northern Lights. Okay, so that was my anecdote with the Northern Lights. I hope I'll have more to come for you guys to implement in my daily life, because I would be in Sweden at the end of the month for many, 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 many moons to come. So maybe I'll see more Northern Lights and I'll take you along with me. So I hope you enjoyed this anecdote. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. click the bell. Well, first subscribe, then click the bell to get the notification for when I put my videos up. Because for now I'm in the process of moving, finding a new routine, so I don't really know when I will be uploading the videos. Usually it's between Fridays and Sundays, but I'm never too sure. So if you don't want to miss the content, live content, and you don't want to miss the live content on real time basis, because so many things happen in my life, it moves so quickly at a fast pace. So if I were you, I would want to know what's happening in real time, not in delay, because then there's a lot of content to catch up on. It's like you're missing an entire season if you miss one episode. So make sure to subscribe, click the bell, and take care of yourself, of course. Leave a comment if you want to hear more anecdotes. Share it with friends and people who would like to, share the experience as well with me. Share my life, share my, energy. Actually, that's one thing. If you know someone who would benefit from this energy on the channel, please share it, okay? Click on the share button down below. And I guess that's it for me, guys. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I see you